Alright, so guys, welcome back to another video. The market is dropping. Where do you invest your coins right now for you to be able to make easy profits alongside flips, investments and fodder? Drop a like, do subscribe, and let's get in the video. Now, the first thing I want to show you boys is the profit we have made in the VIP Discord with easy flips, easy investments, alongside easy methods to be doing every single day. In the background, you're going to see the profit we've made today with flips, with investments, alongside with different stuff as well. As you can see, if I do actually scroll all the way down, we have Diaz. I told my Discord to buy Diaz, as you can see in the background right now, 17,000 coins, and that is the post right there. Overnight flips, 17k. He went all the way to 24,000 coins. Rudiger, I said 39k. He went all the way to 46. Militao, you can see I said Militao around 40 to 40.5. Militao went all the way to 47,000 coins, alongside some lower budget investments. The CDM are right back from Bayern Munich. You can see 1k all the way to 1.6 on PC, 950 all the way to 1.6. Bode on PC, you can see I said 25,000 coins on PC. Right now he is 30,000 coins. Alongside Ronaldo, I said to buy Ronaldo at 9.5 on console. Right now he is 12k on PC. I said 9.8 on PC. He's actually 12.5. Alongside some other flips we have done as well. PC Saliba 105 all the way to 115. Isak on console 80k all the way to 85. Marmoush 16k to 18,250. Militao, the first safe sell window, 40 to 43. Alongside Konate 21k all the way to 23,000 coins, and the list of profits boys go on and on and on. This is the VIP Discord, daily investments, daily flips, alongside, if I do actually show you as well, you can see the profit channel in the background. People flexing the profits they've made with flips, with investments, with every single investment I called in the VIP Discord. If you boys do want to join, click the link in the comment section down below. It's literally £10 a month. Instead of wasting money in the packs in the store, you learn how to trade, and all you boys have to do is copy and paste my investments when I make a post in the VIP Discord. The link will be in the comment section down below. You can see the profits in the background, people flexing how many coins they have made since they've been in the Discord. Let's get back to the video and talk about different investments you still can be doing right now. Now, the first thing I obviously do want to mention is flips. Overnight flips have not worked this week, as you can see in the background. If you have listened to my advice, I think it was yesterday in the video, I told you overnight flips can be a decent investment. Last week they done really good. The market rose Thursday after content. However, this week the market is actually down a very big amount. So if you do have any flips from my video yesterday, and that is Palmer, Frimpongs, etc., make sure to be selling them for break even or even profit. As you can see, I have sold some Palmers to lazy people. As you can see, 31k, 37.50, and of course 27k, which obviously is a loss. Alongside, I do have as well Reinders. I made profit. I paid 129. I sold at 140. Konate, I paid 17,250. I sold at 2,500. Alongside, I do have Dues. I paid, I think, around 31.5. Sold one at 36. Sold one at 35, and the rest obviously for break even slash small loss. And obviously Kamavingas, I paid 18. Sold one at 19,750. Sold one at 19.5. Sold one at 20,000 coins, and sold another at 19,750. And that is why you always lazy list flips, lazy list investments, just in case they drop in price. If you do sell any, obviously you are making profit. So that is why, again, Kamavingas sold at 19,750, very good profits. Alongside, also, I do have Kamavingas that I've sold for a loss, as you can see in the background, 17k. Those are my losses. Kamavinga, Frimpong, I've lost roughly around, I think, 50,000 coins, really not a big deal. However, that is the risk with doing overnight flips. But that is the flip situation. Let's get straight into the video. Investments you can be doing. First of all, you know it already, the easiest investment of the week. It works every single week. It's not really an investment as well. It's more like making coins passively on the side with very small risk. So how does this work? Weekend League officially begins tomorrow at 7 PM. What do people need after they buy teams? Chem styles, decent Chem styles, and obviously Shadows and Hunters are the best in the game. And you can see right now, Shadows are worth 4.8, even 4.9. They sell very quick. So how can you make coins with Shadows? Very simple. Right now they're worth 4.7. All you boys have to do is literally buy them 100 coins under what they're worth. That would mean buy them at 4.6 and then lazy list above what they're worth. Obviously right now they are worth 4.7, which means if you list them at 5k, the amount of sales you are going to get on shadows at 4.9 to 5k will be crazy amount. So trading with hunters, trading with shadows is going to work all weekend, and yes, you can buy them 4.5, 4.6, lazy list 5k. Your sales are going to be very good. Alongside, we do have hunters as well. Right now, as you can see, hunters are worth around 3.8 to 3.9. Very simple, the exact same thing. You can see 3.9, they do sell instant. Try to get around 3.6, 3.7, and lazy list roughly 400 coins above what they're worth. Obviously, if they're worth 3.9, try to lazy list around 4.2, 4.3. You get the idea. And as soon as Weekend League starts tomorrow 7 p.m, your sales are going to be very good in the last 15 to 30 seconds of your listings, because people simply do not check the prices of Chem styles. They see your cards in the first 15 seconds and obviously they're going to buy it instead of wasting time going to the market, finding the cheapest buy now, and obviously getting a decent deal. Sniping is very hard. People simply cannot be bothered, and this is called trading with lazy listing. You are selling to lazy people that simply do not check the prices of the market. Let me give you a prime example right now. So if we put the buy now at 4.9, you're going to see in the background the amount of shadows that will sell in the last 15 seconds between 4.9 to 5,000 coins. As you can see, one sold already, 4.9, another one sold, 4.9, another one sold, 4.9, and page number 2, you're going to see another one sold, 4.9 right there, alongside page number 2, another one, 4.9, and literally the amount of sales you get with shadows, with hunters in the last 15 to 30 seconds of your listings is very good, boys. Please do not miss out on trading with hunters, trading with shadows. You can see in the background the amount of sales people are getting on their shadows. Roughly 4 sales per 10 cards. Very good return. You are selling basically half of your players or shadows or chem styles in the last 15 seconds. Out of 10, you sell 4. Very good return. Is nearly half of your cards selling hourly. And imagine you have 20, 30, 40, 50 chem styles selling at the same time. You can easily make between 5k to 10,000 coins per hour, and this is a pretty low risk method. The reason is very simple. Weekend League demand, people want chem styles, and they barely drop on weekends unless we do see tradable 35k packs, tradable again 15k packs, etc. Then they can drop, but honestly I think it's very safe. If you do want to trade with them right now, the risk is pretty low. Now the next thing I do want to mention is probably the easiest investment of the week. Obviously with flips we did take a little bit of a loss. It happens, it's trading. You're not going to win every single time. You need to understand the risk involved. Now I do want to mention the easiest investment in my opinion that is going to be this week, and that will be Fodder. I do think Fodder is going to make you a lot of coins this week if we see good drops, if we see decent prices. Why do I think Fodder can be a decent investment? Very simple. This week we've had obviously a hero SBC. The previous week we've had a hero SBC. I think this week on a Wednesday we are going to be seeing the first icon SBC in FC26, and I do think Fodder is going to rise a lot in the hype. Even after the SBC officially comes out, I think prices are going to keep rising as people completely love to gamble on an icon SBC. So what Fodder do I think is a good investment? Obviously right now do not buy any. I'm not telling you to buy any right now. Do not buy right now. But what I'm saying is tomorrow on a Friday, on Saturday, if we see, for example, big drops like 88, they drop from 14.5 to 11,750, that is going to be a decent opportunity. If 87s drop from 11.5 to, again, under 10k, that is obviously going to be a decent opportunity. If 86s drop from 7.8 all the way to 6.1, that is going to be a decent opportunity. And obviously if 85s drop to around 3.5, that is also going to be a decent opportunity. And that is Fodder, I think, is going to be the easiest investment of the week. I do think I'm going to go all in on Fodder. Alongside in my Discord, we do sometimes get early information about icon SBCs, about leaks, about evolutions. That obviously will be posted in the VIP Discord, and that is another thing I do want to mention. Fodder, I do think this week you are going to make a lot of coins with Fodder. Now, The final thing I do want to mention in today's video, I've not talked about it for a few days, and usually I mention it every single video, but I was like, okay, I mentioned this in every single video, I talk about it too much, I'm going to ignore it for a few days. But now, if you're new around here, if you're completely brand new to the channel, this is called trading with hunters and trading with shadows on players. So let me give you some prime examples on Fodder right now. Go to players and click players and go to versions and go down all the way to gold and put all gold. There we go. And then what you want to be doing is put a price to 1,000 coins min price and 9,000 coins max price, filter by price, and then have the following position. Have CDM, have obviously striker, have left back, centre back, and right back. Then click search, and you're going to find in the background centre backs, right backs, centre mids, CDM. In the price bracket I have put right now between 750 all the way to 10,000 coins. So let's pick, for example, a random player. For example, let's go for a what do we have over here? Let's go for a Kante. Kante right now is worth 5,800 coins. How does this work? So I'm going to give you a step-by-step tutorial right now. Step number one, find the player you really want to do this method with. In my opinion, it works best with defensive players, centre backs, right backs, centre mids, and CDM that are obviously defensive. So Kante is a perfect example. Right now you can see Kante is worth 5,800 coins. Now that is obviously without any chem styles. Step number two, put a chem style added on. You can see in the filter, chem style added on, shadow. You are not buying shadows, you are simply adding it in the filter. You are not buying a shadow. Now step number three, search Kante with a shadow, and you can see straight away we have found a decent player to be doing this method with, and you can be making easy profits. As you can see, Kante with a shadow, what do you notice about this player? He's worth 6,800 coins as the cheapest Kante on the market. However, Kante without any chem style is obviously worth 5.8, and the difference is very simple. The difference is 1,000 coins between a shadow Kante and a normal Kante. So how do you make profit with this method? Very simple. Make sure shadow is in the filter, and step number four, you basically snipe Kante for the price he is without a shadow added on, and that is obviously 5.8. And then if you win any snipes, win any bids, you sell Kante for the price he is with a chem style added on, and that is obviously 6.8. It works really good, and you can see prime example right now. Unfortunately I did miss the snipe. You get the idea how this works. That right there is literally 1,000 coins profit. It works really good. And obviously if I do go back to Fodder, you have even more players you can be doing this method with. You can pause the video and you can basically copy and paste the players in the background. Carvajal could be a decent one. Upamecano could be a decent one. Schlotterbeck could be a decent one. Anyone else who do have Stanway maybe could work as well. Let's quickly scroll down even more. Renard right now, I mean, again, no one really uses Renard. I would probably avoid. Try pick cards that are still usable in game. For example, Gvardiol, obviously still usable, decent card. Alongside, we do have as well, if I do go to page number 3. Anyone else has good examples? Tchouameni, obviously, good example. Let's quickly scroll down even more. Dumfries from Inter Milan, obviously a good example. You get the idea. Defenders, obviously defensive players. Shadows, attackers, strikers, left wingers, and right wingers obviously do this method with. Hunters, attackers, and obviously shadows for defensive players. It works really good, and one of the best methods to be making coins right now when the market is really downhill. And guys, that will be the end of the video. Any more questions about future flips, about investments, about fodder, about icons, about team of the weeks, obviously comment section down below. Tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, making coins will be even easier. This week has been a little bit slow, but obviously midweek there's not really much to be doing. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, making coins will be 10 times easier. Drop a like, do subscribe, and I will see you boys tomorrow with another video.